extrapolated from, aside from newspaper reports, cited different figures itself, and we have been able to link it back to the Nigerian First Order 237, which actually makes it easy for some of these unlawful killings to go unpunished. Over 70% of the prison population are awaiting trials. With over 20% awaiting trial for more than 1 year again. And this continues to deteriorate as we even see senior citizens use their position to remand detainees for longer period on spurious grounds. Which makes some of these cases go as forth to the ECOWAS special courts and lack of implementation in that regard. For us, democracy encapsulates such attributes as popular participation, rule of law, respect for human rights, accountability, transparency, predictability, that you can be sure of what can happen today, competition and economic freedom, amongst others itself.
I think the major lacuna in our experience so far is that we have not been able to bring so much benefit to people in terms of their expectations from material upliftment. And this raises a fundamental question about the expectation of democracy. Given the level of poverty, the level of inequality, not just inequality in social terms, but across geopolitical and regional zones, one would have expected a very ambitious program of development. But this hasn't happened. And part of the question is that we have been blindly trying to build a liberal democratic order that has not factored in the importance of welfare of the people. So we really need to interrogate our type of democracy and alongside improving our elections, begin to think of the type of democracy that can put in place programs that will empower ordinary citizens to come out of poverty. We also need to work on issues of national unity and integrity, because trying to develop a liberal democratic order in the context of mass poverty, creates a lot of challenges for also building national coherence and unity. Democracy is founded on universal principles. And these principles, if you go back to the Greek state of Athens, where democracy was born, there were two important issues. One, democracy means liberty. And two, that democracy means equality. And these are the two values we need to run with. We need social equality and we need absolute freedom in which the vote of one person equals the weight of a vote of another person, regardless of their level of poverty and social station.
A lot of emphasis has been placed on the mechanics and forms of democratic governance, but without underpinning any of them with an agenda of citizen empowerment in a way that can be pursued through social policy of a universal kind, or indeed a broader developmental agenda of the kind that can generate employment and income for the teeming army of the youth who are unemployed, but also the working poor who are driven deeper into poverty and misery on a day-to-day basis. Widening inequality in which the income and wealth of just 5% of the population of Nigerians is equivalent to what the rest of the 95% are compelled to share among themselves. Political parties must learn to be much more programmatic in terms of taking a good and careful look at the demands of transformation which confront us in the economy and developing policies and frameworks that will enable them to tackle those challenges rather than the kinds of personality, godfather-based politics which we see prevailing today. The first thing which we need to do is to redefine the very purpose of democratization. Nobody pursues a democracy or a democratic project just for its own sake. Democracy in our context is one that must be able to deliver employment, and must be able to deliver development, and give citizens the hope of social mobility, and therefore a perspective for the future. If we do not do that effectively, then our quest to strengthen and consolidate democracy will amount to almost jumping on the same spot and striving to jump higher on the same spot without actually making any progress. So we need to build a broad national consensus around the key pillars and goals of development, and ensure that every political party, whichever one among them comes into power, abide by those key pillars and implement them in a way that will ensure continuity in the policy process.